Oh yeah. Feels good.
Hey, yo, what's up, everybody? It's Songbird.
Dante Black, drinking out of glass.
Drinking out the glass again?
Glass. Because I care about my prostate so much.
Back for another
Alkaline
episode.
water.
Another episode of Polar Opposites. Almost got it for a second time. Alright, so I was watching an episode of Iyanla Fix My Life. This on the OWN network, of course. This was not a plug for OWN, but hey, Oprah, holla at us.
Put a nigga on!
Oh gosh. But and this was the episode that DMX was on, and apparently he hadn't talked to his oldest son in over a year and a half. So Miss Iyanla Vanzant, DMX, and his son, they were trying to have a conversation. And as DMX was trying to talk to his son, Miss Vanzant would always kind of, interject and cut them off. Now, first time he asked, he was very polite. He was like, yo, I haven't talked to my son in a year and a half. I want to hear what he has to say. And so she would jump in. She was like, well, I was just trying to do this for him. So she finally shut up. Son would start trying to talk again. And then she would interject yet again. And DMX was like, yo, look, I don't want to talk to you. I'm trying to talk to my son. And she would come in and say something else. And so after a while, they had a little bit of a dialogue going. The son was speaking yet again. And she interrupted him yet again. So, of course, in DMX style, he blew the fuck up. And, like this one here. And, so he was like, yo, until you get this under control to where I can talk to my son and you're not saying anything, I don't want to do the interview. Son, you know how to get in touch with me. And I believe he left. And so the question was it uncalled for? Was him getting upset and yelling at her uncalled for? In my opinion, yes. Because you have to, yes, of course I say yes. You have to be able to control your anger. I understand that emotions get the best of you, but you have to be able to pull yourself back and say, okay, I'm an adult. I know how to deal with my emotions and then move forward accordingly. That's the difference between us and children, other than age. But,
You said AIDS?
Age.
I just said AIDS. I'm like, damn. That's a big fucking difference. If you got AIDS when you're an adult. It's not funny, but I thought you said age. That's the difference between us and kids. Adults have AIDS and kids don't. I thought that's what you said.
If that's the case, I don't want to grow up.
Exactly. I was gonna say, shit, can I be a fucking Toys R Us kid again? Because I don't want to do this shit.
No, you be an HRS kid. But in my opinion, no, the attitude was uncalled for. The cursing out was uncalled for. The blowing up was completely uncalled for. There is a way to kind of, control yourself, control your emotions. And apparently, in his over 40 years of life, he still has not mastered that. That's just my opinion. Okay. Know it's something different over here.
Of course, 100%. See, this coming from an X fan. And any of y'all...
An X fan? Oh,
X.
I thought you were saying like an EX, like you used to be a fan of his, but not anymore.
Okay. This is coming from a DMX fan. Since apparently we can't hear each other today. I thought she said age. She thought I meant age. Whatever.
I'm an age, said it.
Okay. So, all right. I'm a DMX fan. And any of y'all that are DMX fans, or you don't even have to be. You heard his music before, or you've seen his interviews before. You know he puts passion in everything he does. So with her being whatever age she is, she's 50 plus. So in your 50 plus years, you've never ever seen or heard of DMX. You don't know how this dude is. So I understand that may be your style. I understand that, but you have to understand the person you're dealing with. He's not going to put up with the same thing one of those other passive people is going to put up. So you put yourself in that situation to get cussed out. You put yourself in there. Secondly, my issue comes with the son. Now, from a son's perspective, I understand, when you're growing up, A lot of boys, a lot of boys, we have a love-fear relationship with our father, especially if they're in our life. We love them, but at a certain point, we fear them, to a certain point. And so I get that, you don't really want to talk to him, but at the same time, you have to, like DMX said, you got to man up. You got to say. Sometimes you have to say. See, what I think it was is he was so stuck into this my mama thing.
Yeah.
And he's so stuck into, oh, well, you did this to my mama, you did this to my mama, so now I'm going to be mad at you. Essentially, you holding a grudge with your dad over something that happened between him and his mom. Which I kind of get that, when you're, a mama's boy. I understand that, but at the same time, this still is your dad at the end of the day.
But if your mom didn't leave, like, she can't just unknowingly go through and know that, okay, this man is doing me wrong. You've got to have some type of woman's intuition knowing that this man ain't doing right by me. Something, an inkling of something had to show you that this man ain't doing right.
Yeah, but that's the issue between him and her, not her son. Her son put himself in a position to ruin a relationship or put a dent in a relationship with his father when he didn't have to. Because like DMX said, he said, did I ever, was the question ever about him loving him? He was like, because I know I made sure you knew that I love you. Even in passing, I love you. And you can actually see when he saw his son, he came to tears. And what a lot of people don't understand, when you're dealing with men and you're dealing with their son, in his eyes, he doesn't see that this is the man in front of him. He still sees it as his baby. Like he told him, he said, you will always be my baby. That's how it is. And with men, we get complacent, and now this is the issue I have on DMX side. Again, this comes from a DMX fan. Sometimes you gotta be a little softer with your boys. If you're that rough, you got to be a little bit softer. And what I mean by softer is not treat them like, oh, you this and you that, oh, you a little girl. Like, no, you have to show them that you love them. Take them on trips. Just you and you sit down and talk. Like, there's nothing wrong with it.
It's not being softer. It's just about being personable. Build a relationship. Build a rapport with your son.
With men, it has to be softer, because when you become a father, you're supposed to be the masculine energy. You're supposed to be the authoritator, and you're supposed to be the guy that the law stops here. Your mama let you get away with that shit, but the law stops here. A lot of men, you get that stuck in your mind. You have to get out of that mindset. Guys, little boys need to see that their father loves them. They need to see that. You have to, and I hear a lot of y'all talking about, oh man, I'm gonna treat them like this. Like, no man, you still got to give them little boys hugs, little boys kisses. Y'all still got to go. It's nothing gay or funny about taking your son on a date, to the movies, go hang out, take them out to the park, bike rides, go do something with them. It's nothing wrong with that. And I think that's where we mess up as a society, is we get to this point to where as men we think this is what we're supposed to do. No, do what's going to better the relationship between you and your son, because at the same time, if you don't show him that love, he's not going to ever get that love. And he's going to always search for that love. And that love can turn into dating the wrong women. It could turn into another man, or it could turn to criminal ways. Well, she talking about selling some ass over there. But it could turn to that too. But it could turn to that too. And so from a man's perspective, if you got a little boy, man, you need to show that little boy just as much love as you do your little girl, if you have a little girl. Show them the same kind of love, because we need that. We need to feel the love of our fathers. Like, and this is coming from a son. I have a father. My father's still alive.
Well, duh.
Well, I mean, shit. A lot of people, they think like, oh, Dante Black just dropped in, blah. He's just right here on Facebook and YouTube talking shit and pissing people off. Yeah, no, like, growing up, we need our fathers. We need the love of our fathers. Like, just as much as we need our mother, we need our fathers. So, yeah, I understand he was an entertainer and he was on the road, but he did his job to show his son he loved him in so many ways. But at the same time, if you know that you on the road that much, you got to take the time to get that one-on-one with your son. So that's why I fought you, because if you took that time to get that one-on-one with your son, this situation would have never happened. I fought the son because at any point in time, yes, he may have been hostile in the house, and he may have been hostile towards your mom. You're like, Dad, come talk to me. DMX again is a passionate person, and this dude cries. So, and I've been to one of his concerts. She's been to the same concert, and
this man said a prayer
at the concert.
Yes,
and anybody that's been at any of his concerts, they know that's something he does. So he's one of them people, and this is why I'm a fan of him, because he speaks from his heart. Now, I don't care what he put in his nose, I don't care what he smoked, I don't care none of that extra stuff. This man speaks from his heart, and he speaks real. And he's not telling no lies.
It's true. Yeah.
And that's why I'm a fan of him, for that reason alone. And by me not even being his son should know his dad and know that he can talk to him at any point in time. So I think that that's real fucked up on his son part.
Either way, his father shouldn't treat him any differently, and the son shouldn't treat his father any differently because of the situation he has going on with his mother. That's between his mother and his father, and he should not get in between and betwixt the two.
Exactly, and I think that bitch should shut the fuck up. I really think, I don't know why the fuck she was still talking. Shut the fuck up. This ain't got nothing to do with you.
You will not talk about Miss Van Zant like that.
Van Zant can suck a Van dick. That's what the fuck she can do.
All right, y'all. We gonna go on and
shut the fuck up. That man trying to talk to his
Songbird.
Songbird. Dante Black. I'm still gonna keep that shit $150.